Are we coming home next year? Are we coming home next year? Everything's alright up here. I'm coming down, but are we coming home next year? I can't really remember the rest of the words, if I'm honest.
That's right.
So, sorry.
After looking back on my previous projects, I realised that the biggest problem was sound. Sound is one of those things that often isn't respected as an important part of media production. So while looking for freelance work this term, I decided to venture into the music world and try to improve my knowledge and experience with sound. Now most music is recorded in a 3-room studio with soundproofed walls, mixing desks and high-end microphones. Renting a half-decent studio isn't cheap, and including the mastering and mixing costs, the price soon rises. Does recording audio have to be that expensive? Surely with all the advancements in consumer and prosumer technology, you can capture a good quality recording from home. So I am going to try and record and master music myself, using whatever equipment I can get my hands on. That includes a laptop, sound engineering software, an SE2000 large diaphragm cardioid mic, a Marantz, and a Lindy guitar to USB cable. Because I'm new to this, I'll be recording acoustic music. To gain experience, I've lined up 3 separate artists to get a variation in vocals and playing styles. Billy Wyatt has quite a powerful voice and is definitely the loudest of the 3. He plays a range of music from heavier songs to laid back pieces. Ruby Ingley has the fairest voice and fits more into an easy listening style of music. She covers artists like Laura Marling and Keena Grannis. No Drinking in Lexington are an acoustic singer-songwriter duo. They are kind of the middle ground of the 3 artists. Firstly, I'm going up to Nottingham to record Billy Wyatt.
I will walk you around tonight. It doesn't matter if it's just me and you. We spent so much time together, we still got so much time left to do. We'll take our time, the stars will shine. Heaven knows I've gotta keep on trying. With your shiver kiss and more suspicion, leaning close, I'm focused, I don't wanna miss. And when they come to my head, she said,
Setup 1 picks up the guitar through the jack to USB connection and the vocals through the microphone, capturing them onto the Marantz hard drive. I then use the sound engineering software to layer them together. The USB cable usually picks up a clean sound, but in this instance picked up a lot of bassy interference. The microphone picks up vocals well, but due to the guitar being so close, there is some bleed. Setup 2 was just one rifle mic that I attached to the side of the camera. The resulting sound was surprisingly good. It was quite tinny, but maybe if it was positioned in a better place, the sound would be a lot fuller. Next, I tried recording each track separately and layering them together using the computer software. This way there'd be no bleed in the vocals from the guitar. In theory, this should make the recording a lot more crisp.
Stars at night are always bright, 'cause we're lying in the gutter. While we dare to dream but always seem far too scared and stutter. while we walk the streets where rivers meet. Stars and night are always progress, but lying.
This setup produced its own set of problems. Firstly, because the vocals were being recorded onto the Marantz hard drive and then onto the laptop, lining up the vocals to the guitar layer was a bit of a nightmare. Secondly, because Bill wasn't playing live, it took the rhythm and some of the life from the music. So, after trying a number of different setups, I had my first session done. The results were varied and I hadn't found a system that I was pleased with yet, but it was a start. I feel that the Marantz was part of the problem. Because it didn't record directly to the laptop, it slowed everything down. I like setup 3 in an editing perspective. Because I had control of the layers, I could change the volume and effects to balance the sound. But setup 2 produced the best results. I just need a better way to capture the vocals. So I got myself a mixer. This meant I could wire the mic and guitar into the same device and adjust the levels as they are recorded. I can also use headphones to monitor the mix. So now, the mic is connected to the mixer by XLR cable. The signal is then outputted by phono cable from the main out to the auxiliary port of my laptop. The signal is then recorded onto the software as a single track. The guitar is captured using a jack-to-jack connection that plugs into one of the inputs of the mixer. Now it's back home to Coventry, where I'll be recording No Drinking in Lexington. Because there are 2 performers, I'll be adding a second microphone.
There's girls in the garden playing guitars. There's boys in the playground fighting the wars. There's dozens of mothers who can't get to sleep. The deeper the pocket, the smarter the thief. And they say, we can't wait to have you round. We'll eat up your courage and dance to the sound, 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 sound. Your timing's all wrong, stop standing your ground. Just forget your worries and dance to the sound, 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 sound. And after the war, I'll lend my hand.
Setup 4 has produced the best clarity of sound. The lead guitar is connected to the mixer directly by a jack lead. The rhythm is recorded by the rifle mic and the vocals by the SE2000. Both mics also run through the mixer. Lastly, we have Ruby Ingley. She has only been playing for 4 months, so is the newest artist of the 3.
I think that the stars would have waited for us, hanging on to the night, watching down below, till we were hand in hand, together waiting for them. When I opened my eyes, I saw it too, stars falling down, and I fell for you. I love you, I love you.
This time I used the rifle mic to record the guitar rather than the jack. Rhythm seems to sound better when it's a little less crisp and more warm.
Love, it's a special day, we should celebrate and appreciate that you and me found something.
Both Setup 5 and 6 came out really well. Setup 6 produced the cleanest sound, whereas Setup 5 kept the fullness of the guitar. So choosing which is best would depend more on the artist and the style of the music. My journey into music has come to an end. Over the past term, I've learned a lot. Sound is definitely something that needs a lot of care and attention. Here are a few tips from what I've learned. Make sure the space is suitable acoustically. Medium to small rooms echo less than large ones. Soundproof it best you can. Make sure the surface in front of the mic isn't reflective. If it is, use something to help absorb the sound. Close the curtains and try to record just off centre of the room. Use a decent pair of headphones to monitor the sound, and pop shields help when recording vocals. Learn the capabilities of whatever music software you're using. Learn the problems it can fix and those it can't. Record a few samples of the loudest and quietest parts of the music to get the levels just right. And make sure who you're recording are ready and have practiced until they're as good as possible. Mistakes will only sound worse when recorded. It's all simple stuff, but it's a lot harder than it sounds. So, how long have you known Rob Broadbent?
Too long. Since I was about 5. Moved in over the road to me.
And what do you think of his talent? Do you think he's sort of up and coming, or?
Yeah, I think he's good. He's maybe cut his hair, but yeah, I think he's good. I think cut his hair. Yeah, I think he should get going.
Yeah.
Start cracking on.
And what about Carter? Rob Carter?
Carter, don't know. I think he should have quit while he was behind. Really, just jump in the tractor. You know what I mean? Just he's got his licence. He knows his place. Just get on with it, mate. Denial isn't just the river in Egypt. So.
Every day that goes by, I miss you much. Carter, you're the apple of my eye. I miss you much. Miss you much. The apple of my eye. I miss you much. Miss you much. I can't lie. I miss you much. Rush, your room is a pigsty. I miss you much. Miss you much. The apple of my eye. I miss you much. Miss you much. I wanna make love right now, right now.